students, welcome to the computer science class. In this tutorial, we will discuss on the chapter e-commerce. Here, we will see what e-commerce means, what are the requirements for performing or to take part in e-commerce business models, like the various models of business that are followed in e-commerce. We will see each of the models. We will go through the advantages. We will see that how e-commerce is advantageous to the buyers and to the sellers. Both of them get benefited out of transactions done in e-commerce. So what are the advantages with respect to the buyers and the sellers? We will see the various steps of e-retailing and selling online. So let's begin with the chapter. While I go through the chapter, you will find that some texts are highlighted. These are the definitions or maybe some important text that are answer to some questions. So you may mark in your book accordingly. Okay, let's begin. So what is e-commerce? It's electronic commerce. In short, it is written as e-commerce. Also, it is known as e-business and is a financial business transaction that occurs over an electronic network. So why this is an electronic network? Because it happens over a network of connected devices that works on electricity. It may be your smartphone, it may be your laptops, it may be your desktop. All runs on electric power. So they require electricity to function. They are connected devices and they they communicate with a server computer that is hosting a e-business site. Anyone who has a computer connected to the internet has the means to make an online payment through credit card, debit card, net banking, etc. for goods or services purchased online can participate in e-commerce. So what are the requirements? There is a requirement of a computer and it should be connected to the internet. And what else? The person should have the means to make an online payment, maybe through debit card, credit card, or some net banking. So he should have those facilities given by the bank on behalf of his account. He is holding some account on a bank and that account is connected to a card which is authenticated and authorized by the bank for making payments, and those are the means for making payments online. So he or she must have that facility given by the bank so as to make a purchase or to take part in e-commerce. Two popular types of e-commerce are shopping and trading in stocks. So what is shopping? And some people also purchase shares. They also purchase the share values, shares of different companies, and they trade in stock markets. So both are part of or types of e-commerce. All of us participate in shopping, but all of us do not take part in trading in stocks. Some people does, so that is also a part of e-commerce. There are thousands of websites hosted to online shopping. Some websites focus on one product or service, such as books or travel, whereas other sites offer a wide range of products. The web is a great place to sell your goods and services. E-commerce eliminates the blockage of time and distance that slows down traditional business transactions. Now, transactions can occur quickly and globally with e-commerce, and a lot of time is saved. So, what happens is the company or the person who is making business, who is doing the e-commerce, who is hosting the e-commerce, he is having a website to showcase his product. On his website, he has all the products he is selling cataloged, categorically cataloged, and the visitor of the website, some visitor of the website who visits the website can see all the items that are sold by the e-retailer. It may be some service given by some company. It may be some items sold by some retailer. So whatever it is, it may be some service or it may be some product. They are listing it. They are explaining their service or giving description of their products so that the viewers of the website can see them, compare them with other stores, and make suitable decision to purchase their products. So the websites are the medium through which the retailers or the service providers are conveying their message to their prospective customers. They are reaching the prospective customers by means of the websites. And from your previous classes, you know what is a website. It's nothing but a server computer that is hosting the site. A particular website has got number of web pages related to it. The home page has got all the connections to the other pages of the site. So you can reach the other pages of the site through the home page. So the e-retailer's front is a website. Okay, that is hosted by a web server, a server computer. We the clients, we the shoppers can shop. We can visit the website and buy the products hosted by the website that are then listed on the website. So this is how the retailers are showcasing their product, the items, the services on the website to reach the customers. So once the items are chosen by the customers, they are added to the cart and a bill is made on behalf of which the customers can make payment with their credit card or debit card or some net banking, and the particular item is shipped to their doorstep. Alright. Initially, e-commerce transactions were conducted primarily through desktop computers. Today, many handheld computers and smartphones can access the web wirelessly. The e-commerce that takes place using mobile devices is called e-commerce. Now, what is the benefit of this mobile commerce? The connectivity, the reachability, the ease of access has become more profound. It is more easily accessible. The shopper's website can be accessed by prospective customers easily through their handheld devices like the smartphones. So, with the help of mobile commerce or e-commerce, the people, the customers can get access to the shopper's website, and whenever they need some items from them, they can give a order or give a purchase order to the e-retailer. They can choose for cash on delivery or they can make a payment and then the items are delivered. So either way they can purchase and give orders, place orders to the e-retailers very easily with the advent of web that can be accessed wirelessly with their smartphones and handheld devices. So when there was no handheld devices or smartphones, the desktop computers were the only means which were connected to the internet, and people used to shop with the help of their desktop computers. But nowadays, people used to use their smartphone to place an order. So that makes the difference. Next, e-commerce business models. The four basic models of e-commerce business are business to consumer, consumer to consumer, business to business, and business to employee. So there are four basic models by which e-commerce business are carried out. So what are they? Let's see with examples. We will see each of them with examples. Right, the first one, business to consumer, B2C e-commerce, right? Business to consumer e-commerce consists of the sale of products or services from business concern to general public or the end users. So, e-commerce that consists of sale of products or services from business concern to the general public or end users. So, it may be products or it may be services from the business concern to the end users. So what are the products? While you are purchasing the grocery items, you are purchasing the products. While you are purchasing some service, like you are taking the service of your water filter, like Aqua. You are placing a servicing of your water filter to the Aquavert or Evoca Forge, and you are getting the service men are coming to your home, they're giving you a call and reaching you and giving you a service, maintaining your water purifier, they are cleaning it and taking the service charge. So you are placing an order on their website to give you a service to maintain your water purifier. So both can be done and both are business to consumer model. Why? The business concern is giving you the service to the consumer directly. In this model, the seller is the business concern and the buyer is the consumer or the general public. So in case of the water purifier, who is the business concern? For example, it may be Aquaguard, Eureka Foods. And who is the buyer? You are the buyer who is placing an order. Well, you are purchasing some groceries. That is, the grocery store is the business concern and you are the buyer. Products for sale can be physical objects like books, flowers, computers, groceries, medicines, automobiles. With B2C business model, the sellers can sell products directly to the consumers without using traditional retail channels, which enables some companies to sell products at lower cost to give quick service and to give quick service. So you are giving the order and your item is delivered, the required item is delivered to you by the business concern themselves. There is no middleman associated. So the service is quick. Delivery becomes quick and even at a lower cost. As there is less number of people associated, the business concern is giving you the service directly, so the cost is getting reduced. You are getting the item at a lower cost. So this is advantageous both for you and to the business. How it is advantageous to the business concern? The business concern can reach you directly, easily, and they are selling their items quickly. How it is advantageous to you? It is enabling you to have the product at a lower cost. It is enabling you to get the product quickly. So both are advantageous to you and it is advantageous to the buyers, to the sellers and the buyers. Okay, so B2C or business to consumer e-commerce model. Next is the consumer to consumer e-commerce. What is a consumer to consumer or C2C e-commerce? In consumer to consumer e-commerce, the individuals use the internet to sell products and services directly to other individuals. Online auction is the most popular vehicle for C2C e-commerce in which one consumer auctions goods to other consumers. If you are interested, you place a bid on an item. The highest bidder, as any other auction, buys the item. OLX is the example of C2C e-commerce. So, suppose you want to sell your old cycle and want to buy a new cycle. So what will you do? You will click a picture of your cycle and post it on a online auction site like OLX. You can click the picture, give a description of the cycle and put a price for the cycle. The prospective buyer who feels that your cycle is good for him will contact you and will pay you the price for your cycle. So what you are doing, you are selling your product to a consumer. So why it is consumer to consumer? Because that cycle was once consumed by you. You were the consumer of the cycle of that product. You purchased it once. You are not a business concern. You are an individual. So you are just selling your product, your used or consumed item to another consumer, a second-hand item to another consumer. So that is why it is consumer to consumer. It is not, you are not the business concern that you are selling some item. You don't have another piece of cycle like that, like the one you have. So if the customer tells you that uh, give me another piece of cycle, you will not be able to give, because and he will also not ask for it, because he knows that you are not a business concern. You don't run a factory, you don't have a godown of cycles, and you cannot give another piece of cycle. So he will not ask for another one. He knows that you are selling your old or used item to another consumer, another person. So that is the difference. That is why it is consumer to consumer e-commerce. Okay. Next is business to business e-commerce. In a business to business or B2B e-commerce, the sell or exchange of products and services takes place between firms. For example, a company that manufactures cars might use the internet to purchase tires from the supplier or tire manufacturer, right? So what happens is the car manufacturers do not manufacture the tires. It is general that they procures or takes the tires from the tire manufacturing company, and a car will need the tires for a functional car, so it will buy the tires from another company. So this is a business to business transaction, business to business e-commerce. For example, between the car manufacturing company and the tire manufacturing company. You can take names of the car manufacturers and tire manufacturers according to your, like the Toyota. You can take Toyota is manufacturing cars and is not manufacturing tires, for example. So Toyota, what will Toyota do? Toyota will procure tires from MRF, and MRF will supply tires to Toyota. So this is a business to business e-commerce between Toyota and MRF company. Okay. So it can be between a laptop manufacturing company and the batteries of laptops. A company that is manufacturing the laptops might not be manufacturing the batteries also. And for a functional laptop, the laptop manufacturers need the batteries. So batteries will be procured by laptop manufacturers from the battery manufacturers. So it would be a business to business e-commerce between the laptop manufacturers and the battery, right? Next is business to employee e-commerce. So what happens in business to employee e-commerce? Here no revenue is directly earned. What happens is the employee of a business uses the intranet of the business to share data and information between their colleagues. They analyze the data and try to devise, try to frame new strategies, new formula, or certain strategy that would give a competitive advantage to the company. The company will be benefited out of that strategy. Maybe it will be it will enable the company to lower the manufacturing cost of a product, and thereby it will increase the profit margin. So that is how it enables the company to earn more profit out of its manufacturing products. Business to employee e-commerce, also known as intra-business e-commerce, refers to the use of intranet technology to handle activities that take place within a business. Unlike previously discussed types of e-commerce models, business to employee e-commerce does not generate revenue. So there is no direct generation of revenue. Instead, it increases profits by reducing expenses within a company. It increases profits by reducing the expenses by the company. For example, B2E, business to employee e-commerce, employees collaborate with each other, exchange data, information, and access in-house database, sales information, and market. So what can the employees do by collaborating with each other, by exchanging data with each other? They will, for example, it's just an example, they will, for example, get a nearby location from where they can procure their raw materials. For example, they might be taking their raw materials from 100 kilometers away from their production house. But after analyzing data, after market research, they found that they can also buy it from a nearby location, which is just 10 kilometers away. So what will happen? They will be able to reduce the transportation cost of the raw materials, and that would reduce the manufacturing cost of the goods manufactured by the company, and hence it can increase the profit by reducing expenses. See, it increases profits by reducing expenses. So this is just an example. They can make many more such strategies by which they will give the company a competitive advantage, or the advantage may be within the company itself. It is that the analysis, the sharing of data is done within the intra-business, intra intranet technology. Intra-business data is shared between the employees, and that is important in business to employee e-commerce. All right. Next is advantages of e-commerce. What are the advantages? Now, e-commerce is a big part of the web which enables online buying and selling of goods and services. For the buyer, the convenience of shopping at home. Buyers have the convenience of shopping at home. Customers can compare the prices of items easily. Customers can read the reviews about the products from other users. Doorstep delivery of the desired goods and services. Feedback can be instant. So there are 5 points. So convenience of shopping at home. You don't have to go to the shop or the market, traveling all the way, and you don't have to take the trouble of traveling. Sit back, relax, and check the products that are available at a nearby store with all the comfort of your home, and compare the prices also. Read the reviews about the items that are given by the other users of the product. So you do all these sitting at your home. But you can think that if you go to the market, can you compare the price of another shop so easily? You have to go to another shop and then compare. But here you can compare just on your phone, on your smartphone, or on your PC. But there, for comparison, you have to go to another shop and then compare. But there is no option to read the reviews of the products. You get an option, but here you get the option to get reviews about the products from other users. And you can also give a feedback instantly. You can also expect a feedback from the people, from the other users, or the retailers, e-retailers instantly. So these are all the advantages of the buyer. Now what about the sellers? Sellers also get the advantages of e-commerce. What are they? The web offers low overhead expenses, free of free or low marketing activities. Potential buyers can be millions of people. So what are they doing? They are just enumerating their products, listing their products on the website. That's it, and nothing else they have to do. And the prospective buyers can see their items that are listed on their website. So there is no overhead expenses or very low overhead expenses and no marketing activities associated with this. So that is the advantages of this seller. So with a very low overhead expense, they can reach potential buyers and they can sell their products easily. Okay. So read the chapter. We will continue from shopping cart and the steps associated in a e-retailer or e-shopping. We will see in the next tutorial, and comment your doubts so that I can clear it next tutorial. Thank you all.